For the latest on the impeachment probe, Steve Chaggaris joins us. He is a political journalist and commentator. So, Steve, how big of a deal is this? We know that since Donald Trump got into office, there have been several investigations surrounding members of his administration. So, what is so different about this one?
It depends on who you ask. His critics are going to say this is a violation of his oath of office and is a constitutional violation here, and this is an impeachable offense. But he's, as we heard, he's saying that I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, what's been going on here with President Trump? This is a politician who takes things right up to the line of illegality. Whether he crosses the line or not, we haven't gotten there yet. The Mueller probe did not say specifically that he broke any laws. Now the House Democrats are going to investigate to see if there was any laws broken here. We don't know the answer to that. I'm not sure anybody's going to come to a definitive answer on that, but House Democrats are sure going to try, and it could lead to impeachment in the House. You know,
some people would say that he's actually not a politician. He wasn't before he became president. So what are the chances this inquiry, with about a year to go until Election Day, will actually come out with an impeachment?
Well, this is the question. We don't know the answer. I think people are looking at polling and they're saying, oh, well, there's an increase in support for impeachment. But the polling questions, there are two questions. One, do you support an inquiry into impeachment? And there are a lot more people that support that. There are a lot more Democrats that support that. Now there are a few Republicans that support that. That doesn't necessarily mean they support a vote for impeachment. And there are several Democrats in the House who represent districts that were won by Donald Trump, who are moderates. And, you know, they're going to have a lot of questions that they need answered before they go ahead and vote for impeachment. And I think Nancy Pelosi understands that, is sensitive to their concerns. And I think the House Democrats are going to try to get to a point where they can show that they're doing this not for political reasons, but there is a legal reason why they're doing this, and that Donald Trump actually broke the law. They're not only going to have to convince their fellow House Democrats and, in their minds, hopefully some Republicans, but they're going to have to convince voters of that as well. If this looks like it's a partisan thing, that's not going to be great for House Democrats either.
So since this Ukraine phone call came up about a week or so ago, there have been other countries kind of thrown out there, whether they wanted to or not. Australia with the Mueller investigation, also Italy. So what are the chances that we could see other countries being revealed with other asks, or and how can that impact this impeachment inquiry?
Well, first of all, I think the Democrats are going to ask for as much of that as they can, as they're going to try to get. But, you know, think about this from a diplomatic standpoint. It's pretty unprecedented for the White House to turn over a transcript of a conversation with any foreign leader.
Will we see other countries reveal their transcripts of their? I
don't know the answer to that. I mean, the White House is saying, why would we start doing this? These are private conversations. It affects diplomacy. It's never really happened in the past. And frankly, the foreign leaders themselves don't necessarily want their conversations with the president out there publicly. The Ukrainian president agreed with President Trump to say, yeah, go ahead and turn that over. That was a joint agreement. I'm not sure you're going to see other leaders around the world say, yeah, go ahead and just put out there for everybody to consume our private conversations, our conversations where we had never thought about the fact that this might ever make it to the light of day other than a transcript that gets put into a computer somewhere.
And we saw
so I just think it's going down a road where you're going to see these leaders not want to play that game.
We saw the U.S. president bring up China and saying China should investigate the Bidens as well. Is this a strategy? Is this a way for the president to normalize some of what he's done?
I think it's, you know, this is a president who is very aggressive in how he responds to any kind of adversity. He's been like this ever since he became in the public eye in the 70s and 80s. It's just the way he is. And I think that he feels, look, you know what? We think that the Bidens did something sinister in China. Now, there's nothing to back that up, but that's not going to stop the president from saying, I want them to look at it. I think they should look at it, and I think Ukraine should look at it. And what he's doing is really telling the American people, look, this is a swamp that I walked into. The Bidens are involved in it. I'm trying to drain the swamp. And I think that not only should the U.S. government look into this, but these other foreign governments should look into it. And hopefully, in his mind, that will change people's minds who are on the fence about this, or at the very least say, you know what, I don't think what he's doing is impeachable. It may be unsavory. It may violate protocol, but it's not impeachable. I think at the end of the day, that's what he's hoping for.
All right, Steve Chaggaris, thank you so much. Thanks. A lot will change probably in the next hour.
Yeah, absolutely.